Hey everyone, it's Susan Pierce Thompson and welcome to the weekly vlog. So in this week's vlog, I want to share a little bright line eating lesson and then some news, a whole bunch of news about bright line eating books, and then wrap it up with another little bright line eating lesson. And by lesson, I mean theme, best practice, thing to keep in mind, lesson on the journey. Okay, so to start off with the little lesson, yesterday I wanted to shoot this vlog and I was wiped out, hangry, had no topic in mind, had nothing to talk about, which I was thinking was so weird because I've just been through such an intense time with this Reboot Resume course that just wrapped up. And I was like, how is it that I've just come through this intense time? Just saying, I recorded 66 daily videos for that course. I came up with a new topic every morning for 66 days. And now that course is over and I got nothing to say for the weekly vlog. Like, seriously? And I just had a hard day and I decided to let it go. Not shoot the video. And the lesson, which actually was one of the 66 daily topics, is don't push, trust. Trust. And I thought of that as I let go of the idea of shooting the video. So I woke up this morning and I had a text message from my friend Ron Friedman who said, "Hey, happy 2-year anniversary of your book." And, he's off by a day. It was March 22nd, but it was so sweet of him to think of me. He said that he had it in his 5-year journal from 2 years ago. He's also an author and a good friend. And, so just saying, that book is still selling amazingly because you are sharing it with your friends and they keep postponing even putting out a paperback version because the hardcover still sells. So they're like, well, we'll just keep the hardcover going. Reviews on Amazon keep going up and up and up and up. I think we're at over 1,500 now, which is amazing because Reed Tracy, who's the CEO of Hay House, my publishing company, said that if you get over 1,000 reviews on Amazon, your book will sell forever. Seriously, go look at other books that you think are major books. It's hard to get 1,000 reviews on Amazon. Some of them totally have it. And then others are like, oh, I would have thought that this book, other, New York Times bestsellers or other books in general. By the way, if you have the book Bright Line Eating and you haven't put a review on Amazon, this would be an invitation. I would be so grateful. So then I was driving somewhere this morning and I got a message from my agent, my literary agent, saying that the book deal that we've been working on with Hay House, they just put out an announcement about it, and it got selected as the deal of the day for Publishers Marketplace, which I guess is the place where people who publish books, I don't know how this stuff works, but they put out little notices like Susan Pierce Thompson and a 3-book deal to Hay House is going to be publishing. So I thought since they're announcing it to the publishing world, I thought I'd announce it to you that Hay House chased me down and asked me to publish 3 more books with them. So projected, hopefully, in December of 2020 will be the book Resume about, avoiding the relapse, restart, crash and burn cycle, both in weight loss and in life. The actual secret to actual longevity in sustaining a major life transformation, whether it's living happy, thin, and free or becoming a regular meditator or whatever it is you want to do. There is a secret. There is a pattern to what sustaining that change looks like. And that's going to be the book Resume. Then after that, I want to put out a daily meditation book. And then I don't know what the 3rd book is going to be, but they're giving me a book deal for it anyway, which is kind of cool. And I was in the car when I got this news and I was driving to the photo shoot for the cookbook. And I'm going to be on the cover of the cookbook, which is creepy, I think. But there's so many fake Bright Line Eating cookbooks out there, which is way creepier. So this will be my way of saying, this is the actual official Bright Line Eating cookbook. Don't buy those other cookbooks. They have sugar in the recipes and they're ridiculous. So, yeah. Anyway, so there's all the book news that's fit to print for Bright Line Eating. And then, so yeah, the final message that I just want to wrap up with is I'm putting myself out there in the world in a much bigger way than I ever used to, and that certainly I would have if I hadn't started weighing and measuring my food and not eating sugar and flour and living in a body that I feel comfortable in and just doing this Bright Line Eating thing one day at a time. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I used to be an actress when I was a little kid, on stage in San Francisco. And I did plays at Herbst Theater in downtown San Francisco. And I was in plays regularly. My career culminated when I was 10 years old, when I starred as the young Mozart in a play called Wolf Earl. And then at the age of 12, I had an agent, and I was at this juncture where it was like, am I going to try to make it with my acting career or not? And I was getting fat, and I pulled myself out of the game. And I pretended I didn't care. I pretended I just preferred academics and being on the basketball team. And I remember I didn't think I could do it because I was fat. And I'm thinking right now of a friend of mine named Jane Lammers, who lives here in Rochester, New York. She's at the University of Rochester, and she's down 100 pounds from her top weight. She's rocking an amazing right-sized body. She's been maintaining that 100-pound weight loss for almost a year now. And she just got a Fulbright scholarship. Seriously, she's a Fulbright scholar. And she will look you in the eye and say, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have put myself out there if I weren't doing Bright Line Eating. And so the final message I just want to leave you with is, when we put our food on the scale and stop eating sugar and flour, and get into alignment with our food and our body and our integrity and our peace and our joy, we get to play in a much more vibrant way in this world. And for some of us, in a bigger way. Fear of success is a real thing. And a lot of us are playing small. Just smushed down under all that excess weight. So, here's to living happy, thin, and free. And here's to playing full out. I love you. I'll see you next week.